Greetings friends and fellow cigar box guitar enthusiasts. Dale Puckett here, and in this video I want to talk about guitar picks. Guitar picks. But before I do, I wanted to show you an optical illusion. Hang on one second. Alright, so a blue card and a red card. So, which one is bigger? Okay. Looks to me like the red card's bigger. And this is not any smoke and mirrors, right? This is all, but if I move it this way, you can see really they're the same size, right? Identically the same size. But now if I pull it over here, it looks like the blue card's bigger. So it's just an optical illusion. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. All right, enough of that. Talking about picks. I do have a pick collection here of all these collectible picks that I've collected over the years. But I was reading here. This is an article I got out of a magazine that I found, and I was looking at the date on it. It's 2005, so it's what, 18 years ago. This article came out, and this guy here, he's a pick collector. Collects all sorts of picks. Well, I was very interested in it, and I read it, and I came down to this part here where he's talking about the Holy Grail. It says the most sought after pick is an authentic Stevie Ray Vaughan. Those go for upwards of $1,000 because he's among the top guitarists ever, and he's dead. Therefore, the number of his picks is finite. And he wasn't big on giving them out. I'd love to get my hands on one. Dude, I have a Stevie Ray Vaughan guitar pick. It's right here. The Holy Grail. And I actually got this pick at a concert in 1984 at the Civic Center in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So what I did is I took a picture of this one here and I emailed it to this guy in the article, and he was all like, "Yep, you got one." And I'm like, "How can you tell?" And he says, "Trust me, I can tell." So anyhow, this is an authentic Stevie Ray Vaughan guitar pick that was valued at over $1,000 over nearly 20 years ago. So you might want to hang on to that one. My other precious guitar pick that I got is this one here that I got from Tommy Emmanuel when I gifted him his cigar box guitar. This was actually left on stage after he got done playing. He dropped it and I saw it, and everybody cleared out, and so the stage hands were there cleaning out, and I was like, "Hey, can I have that pick?" And he picked it up and handed it to me, and I was like, "Dude, these things are thick as, oh my gosh, seriously, this is an incredible guitar pick." Let's see here. I got a bunch of other ones here. Let's see if I can find another one of significance. Probably not, because but I don't want to bore you with all these details here. I did want to show you two different things. One of them, and I had all that stuff set aside here, and oh, here it is, are these things here. These pick punches. Now these things here are like they look like little staplers, but they have the shape of the guitar pick, and you can put like your credit cards in here. You can put whatever you want in there and stamp them out, and you get a guitar pick out of them. So I have different shapes. Of this one I have the standard guitar pick, and then I also have the Jazz 3 style. It's a little bit like a Jazz 3 pick. But anyhow, so I was going to show you really quickly. And I have a bunch of these things. My gosh, they're just laying all over the place. Milk cartons, and yeah, this is a milk. It used to be a milk carton. Now it's a guitar pick. Let's see if I can find some other ones here. But you can make these. You can make them out of anything. And I just wanted to show you just real quick a few examples. So when I worked at Intel, they had these I found these things all over the place, and they had these little hooks that you'd hang your gowns on. Violation protocol. But I liked them because they had this logo on it, right? So what I tried to do is I tried to like salvage the logo. So what I would do is I would just center the pick in there, and then bam, give me an Intel guitar pick. So I got a whole bunch of these things, and I got a whole bucket full of these. In fact, you can actually see. Oh, you know what else makes a good guitar pick? Are the plastic coffee cans here. Oops. I had one. Here it is. Okay, so these ones here are actually from the coffee can itself. But look how many picks I have in here. Millions of them. And I even got some with the hole inside there. But anyhow, so yeah, you can get these things here and you can make your own picks and you can experiment with different materials and you can experiment with the different sounds that they get, because they all do kind of offer up a different sound. Let's see here. I did want to show you a few other things here really quick. Hang on one second. The other thing I wanted to show you was this here. These smashed cigar box guitar pennies that I got from my buddy Patrick Hughes up in Pacific Northwest. He smashes these pennies and turns them into guitar picks, and you can actually use these as picks, right? You can, obviously they're just little collector's items, but they're smooth enough where you can use them as a pick. Of course, you're gonna destroy your strings, but hey, that's half of the fun, right? So I got a plethora of these things as well. The other thing I wanted to show you was, oh yeah, this box right here. See, I don't know, you can see it off the camera. Oh, it's off the camera. It's right here. This is the box that came in the mail. And I'm excited to open this up because I'm anxious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, more packing material. This is the company where anybody can get custom made guitar picks. So oh yeah. Interesting. Wow. Okay. On this side here, it says what? Puckett cigar box guitar. And they're shaped like a heart. Isn't that cool? And on this side here, they have the, oh, you can actually see through it. Oh, man. See, my old ones that I got, they were red. These ones here are not red. And you can actually see through them there a little bit. See that? Which means it makes it just a little bit harder to read. But I guess that's okay still. They are, after all, a gimmick. But hey, this way we can spread the word. One of the other things I kind of wanted to show everybody was how to make a pick using quarter. All right, so you call it in the air. Heads I win, tails you lose. Tails you lose. First thing you do is get yourself a nice old quarter. The older the better. Pre-64, they're silver. I don't have any silvers, unfortunately. I wish I did, but this one is 1965. So it's all wore and smooth and stuff like that. So this will be perfect. And then you get yourself, I like these little Jazz 3s because they fit over. The radius on the top side is nearly perfect. So, and then all you do is just get a Sharpie and outline the pick. Oh, first of all, you want to center it so that you know exactly what you're cutting. Now, what I like to do is I like to save. In this case here, I'm going to save the date. So you could actually do the top head and save the Liberty part, or you can spin it around and save the date. I'm going to save the date on this one here. So let's see here. I think that's going to be good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little tick mark here, so I know exactly where the bottom is, since I'll be covering it with the pick. Of course, I get a dead. No, there you go. I just had to make it come to life here. All right, so I'm going to put the center of the pick on the center of the quarter, and then highlight I don't know if you can see that or not, but I can see it. So now I take it over to the grinder and take off those edges. Now somebody says, that's illegal, you're not allowed to do that. I actually researched it, and you actually are allowed to do that. What you're not allowed to do is change this into something else that is like more valuable. Like I can't change this into $1. But like for jewelry and stuff like that, I'm allowed to do these things. It's like smashing your pennies. It's fine. No one's gonna arrest you for changing a quarter into a guitar pick. So here we are at the grinder, and this is gonna get hot, dude. So you need to get yourself some. Well, first off, let me get some light here. That way I can see what's going on here. Get yourself a nice pair of pliers, so that you do not burn yourself. The other thing you're going to need are safety goggles. So, got me some safety goggles. Here we go, guys. I had to put a piece of paper there for two reasons. I didn't want to scratch the quarter with this pliers, and I had to hold it real tight because this thing kept getting it out of the way. I tried to rubber band it first, but the rubber band just melted. So paper was actually good. So it actually discolored the quarter, which is okay because I can go back and polish it. In fact, I could polish it with this polishing wheel on this side. Oh, I should do that right now. Oh yeah. Beauty. So now we're going to go back with a very fine file and then start using sandpaper to get the edges to be super smooth. Smooth like butter. So next, you get some sandpaper, and you just feel it, you know, you can tell. And I'm just taking off these edges because that grinder leaves really rough edges. And I can tell just by this tiny little bit that it's really helping a lot. So this one here is what? 320 grit. So I'm gonna go up to like as high a grit as I can to get it as smooth as I can. This takes a while. Probably take about 10 minutes just sanding this in. So you ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Oh yeah, that's cool, dude. That's cool. And I actually managed to save the "In God We Trust" part. Dude, isn't that cool looking? My gosh. So cool. So I was digging through my box and I picked out the most interesting ones, and I'm gonna let you hear them all before I put them back in here. So first off, just like the Jazz 3. Guys, I played these picks for years and years and years. They're a little small over here, so you gotta really kind of hold on to them, but they give you a real nice tip, and you can really attack. A lot of control with the Jazz 3. Next is credit card. Using the pick punch. I had a whole bunch of these things here, and I just made these things just so I could have a whole bunch of picks. I could throw them out at concerts. So it totally feels different. It's got a lot more give, a lot more play because it's thinner. And I think it sounds even different. So that's a MasterCard. Moving right along. This one's self-explanatory. So it's kind of flimsy, kind of flappy, but boobies. Let's see here. Oh yeah, my daughters were in a band called Poema, P-O-E-M-A. You might want to Google them. They're actually pretty good. This is a pick that they had a long time ago. It's my two girls there. Just a cartoon picture of them. But anyhow, so this is definitely a collector's item for me, being their dad. And it's another thick pick. Poema. This was my Costco card, and actually had a picture of me way back in the day. And you can tell it's Costco because it has the Costco colorings on it. Another flimsy pick. So instead of throwing away your credit cards, I definitely recommend cutting them up and not using them. But if you're gonna destroy them, might as well turn them into guitar picks. So Costco, Nashville. This is another flimsy pick. You can tell if they're flimsy by seeing how much they bend. Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'll save that one for last. Just kidding. Teaser. Here's the Intel one we just made. And I can tell because the edges of here are still not smooth. They're just freshly cut with the pick punch. So obviously you want to sand it down. Or even if you just play with it, it'll smooth off the edges. You don't need a pick punch. You can actually just cut it out with a scissors. Just trace it out with a magic marker or a Sharpie and just cut it out with scissors. That actually sounds really good. And it feels good. Here's a bone. An actual bone pick. Where I got this, I don't remember. But it's in my pick collection, so it's real bone, and it's a pick. Super thick. Yeah, look how thick that is. It's almost too thick, but gives a very interesting sound. Bone. You guys seen the jellyfish? This is a thing back in the day, I guess. It's a looks like a bunch of guitar strings at all different lengths, and you use it to kind of get that chiming sound. And I think you're even supposed to get bow sounds. Dude, that's cool. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, you'd have to play around with it. So the jellyfish was a thing. The guys at Pick World gave me this huge oversized pick. So it's almost too hard. Hard to use. It's nice and flappy. And in case you're wondering about this guitar, this was number Quattro, with 4 tuning pegs, even though it's a 3-string, and 4 extra. If you want to make this a 4-stringer, you can, but I opted for the 3-stringer because why? Because 6 strings or 3 strings too many. 4 strings or 1 string too many. Back in the day, I used to love these. I don't even know what this is made out of, like some sort of tortoiseshell perloid. But this was one of my favorite picks for years and years and years. And the feel of it over here feels so good and so smooth. And chicken wants to talk. Yeah, so these are cool picks, dude. Really nice picks. Let's see here. I got a Hilton hotel. Whenever you leave the hotel and you keep your card by accident, turn them into guitar picks. Rooster's all excited. Okay, so this one here is the milk. You can see the calories on it. It's got the ingredients for the health and all that stuff. Real flimsy. Oh, actually, dang it. So now it's just transparent plastic, which is cool. Yeah, so this would probably be good for acoustic guitar playing where you want that real flappy sound. Here's another milk carton pick. Same, I guarantee it's gonna have that same sound. Let's see here. Oh yeah, my son-in-law, he does copper. He made me this copper pick. This here is like a speed pick. If you look at it, you can see it's got this little beveled tip. And it's meant to use just the tip. Because if you get over, it'll catch the string and it'll stop you from picking. So you have to use just the tip of it. And this is meant for like teaching yourself how to speed pick. See if that sound it makes. That's when when that little barb there catches on the string. So it's very difficult. I probably won't be able to do it. Yeah, it's so hard. But anyhow, so that's a speed pick technique training utility style pick. Kind of reminds me of like a Darth Vader thing, whatever. Pick collection. These thumb picks here, I've never used a thumb pick. I probably should to learn how to do it. You can couple those with these guys here. These make it look like a girly thing. Oh my gosh, there's no way I could do this. Oh my gosh, so hard, so hard. I'd have to really practice with that, but it just looks cool. It looks deadly, like ouch. So that with a thumb pick. Anyhow, somehow or other, they wound up in my pick collection. Can't get it off now. Way back in the day, I had an article in Guitar Player magazine, and as a consolation prize, they sent me a whole bunch of these picks. These are Ernie Ball picks, and I put that scripture on there just because they asked what you want. And I said, give me that Jeremiah 29:11, and it's got my name on it. So anyhow, I gave all these away. This is the last one, the last one. Pick collection box. Remember how I said the coffee cans make really good picks? This one here was made from a coffee can. Now, of all the picks, this is probably my go-to pick. Is the coffee can material. It's like a rubbery sound, semi-roundy and muted. Yeah, it's funny how each pick will inspire you to play a certain way. I love the coffee can Folgers. Here's another one that's self-explanatory. This one here, this is just a oh no, this is a guys, this is a cbgiddy.com pick. Thank you very much. One of my old style Puckett Cigar Box guitar picks, shaped in the shape of a heart. Oh, so if you use it on this side here, the two roundies, you get kind of a chiming sound. Especially when you use both sides. Hear that sound? It's like that's what you get when you get the double edge there. All right, winding down here, I got 3 more. The Tommy Emmanuel pick that I got from the Tommy Emmanuel concert. Oh my gosh, this is a strong, again, that's super thick. Look how thick that thing is, dude. That's like 5 picks stacked up. Wow, okay. The pick we just made, the George Washington 1965. With the In God We Trust maintained. All right. Oh yeah. Yeah, you could do some damage with this thing here because it is sharp. This is what you call a weapon of mass destruction. All right, last but not, oh wait, second, sorry, I lied. I still have the Cigar Box Smash Penny Pick. You can hear the grip of this thing. I like that. I like that. It reminds me of like a quarter, when you use a quarter, because it's got all that gripping on there, that grip sound. And last but not least, the Stevie Ray Vaughan Holy Grail. Holy Grail. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't forget, all of your cigar box guitar parts can be purchased at cbgiddy.com. And if you use my affiliate link listed in the video description below, I will get a commission, which will help support this channel. And you can also use my promo code for a 10% discount. So that's it, guys. Stay inspired. Stay tuned. Don't forget that 4 strings are 1 string too many. All right, guys. God bless you. We will see you in the next video. Cheers.